Good morning, everyone. This is Lynn from Paper. Today, I just have to unlazy myself between the snow, the ice, the precipitation, can't go anywhere, can't do anything. So I decided I would go ahead and film me using this technique today because whether you are a beginner or a seasoned crafter, this is just one of the many ways you can enhance your projects. Today, I'm going to show you how to use one simple technique that will allow you to make stunning pieces to incorporate into your junk journals, your planners, maybe just use for ephemera, as pockets, or just incorporate into your overall crafting. And I'm going to show you a really quick and simple way to use up receipts. So a couple of the items that I have is going to be this guitar manuscript paper. This is vintage. This came out, this was created back in 1981. I'm going to be using some sheets out of this. I have this Memphis Bride magazine that I picked up at a Goodwill store. It was $1.99. There's just like a lot of pages in here. It's beautiful pages. I have The Invention of Nature by Andrea Wolf. This was created, I think, 2015? But the pages, they're yellowing. What I intend to do with this is I'm going to naturally harvest a lot of these nice photographs in here, but at the same time, I'm going to use the pages that don't have anything but words as part of this project. And I have this book of songs, folk songs, that I literally just snatched off of here. A lot of times when these things are old, you don't have a lot of difficulty disseminating them, but there are a lot of songs in this book and their words. But here's something I noticed too. Well, here's something I know. A lot of times when we are working on journals and things of that nature, people tend to want to have something they can fold over, or something they can create a pocket with, or something they could basically use to create some level of a pocket with. And so that's one of the reasons I am working with some smaller pages today than the normal 9x12s or 8.5x11s today. I really do need to stock up my smaller sizes. So for what I'm working on today, I have some Mod Podge. I have some Elmer's glue all. I'm trying to figure out which one I'm going to use. I think it's going to end up being the Mod Podge, to be honest with you. Paintbrush, my scissors. And I have a lot of tissue paper that I've purchased over the years. This is really pretty. Let me set this to the side. I think this is just gorgeous. It's like a French toile, a little bit. Beautiful. Love that. I've got some of these pages. These are beautiful. Just beautiful to me. Gorgeous. I have some of these. Got my black and whites. But in terms of these just being black and white, love this. Round that. I just love this. This is gorgeous. Love this. I'm using some of these. Got butterflies in it. It's got birds, florals. It's just so pretty to me. I've got this pack of tissue paper I picked up from Hobby Lobby during a clearance sale maybe a couple of years ago. Yep. Last year, maybe, sometime last year. I'm not really good at knowing how to read these codes on here, but I know I got it from Hobby Lobby. Got some of that. some more tissue paper that I have purchased over the years. Beautiful. Trying to make sure I turn it around the right way. Beautiful. Just so pretty. And then I have this tissue paper. Now I use several things to do this. I use napkins. I use my tissue paper. I use multiple things. But today I'm going to be using the tissue paper, okay? And so in talking and having this conversation about what I might use, I decided I'm going to go ahead and use my Mod Podge. But there's a little bit in here. I have a larger thing and I can just pour into another one. But because of the size of this, I'm just gonna go ahead and add some water to this so that I could thin it out some, okay? So I've added a lot of water to this Mod Podge. It's got little bubbles because I shook it up. But I've added a lot of water so that it can thin out as I'm placing it on the tissue paper and the sheets. You really kind of want it to be a little thinner than the regular paste type because the application is a lot better. So I've already taken this sheet and I know for a fact that I can get 4 sheets for these hem pages to this one page, okay? I'm not going to cut these off. I think it adds a little character and charm to it. So I'm not going to lay it down this way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my sheets and I'm not concerned about the wrinkles. The more wrinkly it is, the better the effect is, okay? I'm going to take 4 sheets. Just lay it down. And what I'm going to do is take each one of these sheets and just put the Mod Podge dilution onto them. Now, as you can see, I've covered my surface with this plastic mat. Really, it is a plastic tablecloth, plastic party tablecloth that you can find anywhere for $1. I wouldn't normally say $1.25, but you can go to Dollar Tree and find some of these. So I'm just wetting my surface down, each one. I'm not concerned about if it's gonna curl up or whatever. They need to be wet, okay? So now I'm going to take this sheet. This is the way the flowers are going. I'm gonna lay it down on it. Okay, so it's wet. Then I'm gonna take and go over. And so while I'm waiting on those pages to dry, I'm going to start on my next group. We can repurpose everything. Here is a receipt from January 31st. No, January 31st, 2025. I'm just gonna kindly place it down. I have several receipts that are just old. March. Hobby Lobby's not gonna take anything back. This is a Hobby Lobby receipt. Hobby Lobby's not gonna take anything back from March, right? Guess what? Put down. Who said you can't repurpose your little receipts? You can use them in snippet rolls and other things too. Now, I'm gonna come back again over it. Smooth out those air pockets, little air bubbles underneath. Whenever you are doing decoupage on paper, I encourage you to have time to devote to work on it because it is It yields beautiful results, but it is tedious and it is time consuming, and it requires levels of patience, and you have to be able to devote time to allow the paper to dry. And by that, I'm not just meaning the actual tissue on top. The back of the paper becomes soaked with the Mod Podge or the Elmer's glue mixture that you use. So you have to allow time for this to dry before you can start trying to cut it or use it. Now I have a couple of pieces that I've done so far. So now that it's dry, it's a little more flexible and I can work with it and maneuver with it a little more. I could either use this as a piece of paper because of its size. I can use this as a regular piece of paper to go into a journal, a planner, make note card using it, or I can use this as a journal or planner cover. Okay? Everyone, I hope you found the information in today's video to be useful. If you have any questions, by all means, don't hesitate to reach out to me via comment. I will respond to you. I thank you so much for taking the time to tune in today. Given the weather, I am very prayerful that everyone is safe. As always, I hope that you come back and see me, like, share, and subscribe. Take care.